Alrighty, so better late than never, we're going to be doing what will Brandon watch for the last season of 2024. Back in my day, we used to have a week off before anime would start airing, and now we're at a point where we still have a week to go in a season and 5 things will air. So we're going to quickly go over some stuff that technically has already come out. I probably already made videos on, but I'm recording this before that. And then we'll jump into all the stuff that I imagine I'll like, but as I say, you never know until you actually watch it. So quickly, Uzumaki, probably going to be one of the best things that we're going to watch this season. 4 episodes, looks amazing. Of course, Reincarnated as an Aristocrat, Season 2, absolutely love that bad boy. Just completely peak if you ask me. We got ReZero Season 3 with a 90-minute special premiere. ReZero, that's the talk of the town, and rightfully so. Season 2 just took an already amazing Season 1 and just elevated it up like 3 notches. And all I hear from ReZero fans is the arcs get better and better, so I'm pretty pumped. And it's 90-minute premiere, so something crazy is going to happen for sure. We got DanMachi, the new season. Honestly, surprising how quick DanMachi has turned around, going from the season 1 to 2 gap to then how quickly everything started to pop off. I don't think this is supposed to be a crazy season compared to season 4, but still, DanMachi's been on a roll. Shangri-La Frontier, man, another 2-core. Within the span of a year, they were able to turn around like 50 episodes. It's just insane because the quality of Shangri-La is unlike anything, and it's like the best video game anime you can watch, period. It's just so freaking good. We got the new season of Blue Lock. Man, I am not a huge sports fan, but certain shows will spark my interest, and Blue Lock was one of them. I was jumping out of my chair watching this, and it feels good to finally be back in the driver's seat with that Blue Lock greatness. We already talked about Loner Life in Another World. I thought it was a very fun first episode. Could fall off, but I recommend checking it out if you haven't already. We also already talked about The Most Notorious Talker, and honestly, first episode surprised me. Production value way above what you would think it would be, and the cliffhanger by the end of the first episode. Not to give away too much, but you pretty much think they're avoiding what is normally a trope with how characters kind of get done dirty, and then they end up surprising you with it, but because they surprise you with it, it kind of makes you say, okay, wait a second, give me that episode too. Pretty cool mechanics, especially with your MC being more of an enhancement, but he's also a gunslinger, so, it's not a bad one to check out if you ask me. We got Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War, Part 3. Bleach just delivering. It easily could have fallen on his face coming back after such a break, but, as someone who binge-read the manga up until the 1000-Year Blood War arc, first time experiencing it and then seeing anime finally, it's been delivering, and I think it's going to continue, even if many people, it feels like in the West, aren't talking about it maybe as much as I think it deserves. Dan is probably the biggest, everyone's keeping their eye on this one and thinking it's going to be the biggest thing. Of course you have big names like ReZero, that's a given it's going to explode. But this is the one that if it doesn't miss its mark, and Science Saru knows what they're doing, they are a damn good studio. The promotional stuff and everything I've heard, because I'm pretty sure this one had a episode 1 early premiere, and people seemingly are talking about this one with excitement, or whatever they've seen they're talking about. Should be potentially the anime of the season in terms of brand new shows, but time will tell. We got SAO Alternative Gun Gale Online Season 2. Now, if you never watched Gun Gale Online Season 1, I actually recommend it. I have many of issues with Reki Kawahara, and it's no surprise that the best SAO is typically the one not written by him. Actually feels like what you kind of expected and wanted the game design of SAO to be, but without any BS or gimmicks. Season 1 was good. I imagine a lot of people will sleep on this one, but yeah, Gun Gale was actually a really good watch, and I'm excited to see what they do with Season 2. The healer who was banished from his party is, in fact, the strongest. Now, let's not beat around the bush. We flip a coin. Complete ass, or holy shit, I wasn't expecting the wrong way to use healing magic. That's what ends up happening. Generic ass, or something that actually takes something and does it interesting. I'm going to say it for a lot of shows, and I have been saying it. I'll try it, but I ain't expecting much. But they surprised me. I'll give it the praise it deserves. I'll become a villainess that will go down in history. To be honest, as I say, very indifferent to Villainess anime, even though there's been a couple that have impressed me as of late. I'm keeping my eye on it. I'm going to see what the buzz is around this one, and if I see good reactions, I'll check it out. But honestly, As much as we meme isekai, I feel like Villainess almost always have the same poster image more often than not. Demon Lord 2099, honestly, it's gonna sound so stupid, man, but I was like, hey, Spider-Man 2099. I really like that iteration of Spider-Man, so sure, throw a Demon Lord in that year, why not? Same thing, it could be ass, but I'll flip a coin, we'll see how it goes. But honestly, it's a slight detour at the start for, you know, Demon Lord type bullshit, so we'll see where it goes. So I had to add this one in post. I had no idea Blue Box was airing. Guess I just completely skimmed over it. All I really know about this is it's a very good sports/romance series, and people be hyping this one up, but knowing my channel, no one will watch videos on it, and I'll have to stop making it after like 3 episodes, let's be honest. We got Dragon Ball Daima. I'll be honest, I really have never watched Dragon Ball. I've seen episodes and fights, but when I grew up, it wasn't really on channels I watched, so I never really checked it out. This one seems interesting, though. I imagine there's going to be a mixture of people. You can't watch it if you didn't watch Dragon Ball Z or blah blah blah, and then there's going to be other people who say you absolutely can. It just looks like a cool rendition of Dragon Ball, and it seems like, I don't think it's like an isekai, but like it does seem like, based on the synopsis, that they go into other worlds, but maybe it's just a part of their own universe, I don't know. But it looks like an interesting and completely different take from what I understand Dragon Ball to be, so we'll see what happens with it. Now this one, I forget what the English name is. What is it called? I don't know. Wife is reborn as a 10-year-old girl. The name, it's not surprising why sites like Crunchyroll aren't using the English translation, because the name sounds sus. But it's not about a dead wife coming back as some 10-year-old girl and the dude waiting for her to grow up or anything creepy. It's about loss. It's about the wife coming back and helping the family move on. Nothing sexual, nothing romantic, simply a struggling family grieving over the loss of a mother, a wife, and her helping the family move on. Nothing weird. That is exactly how it's always been presented, and honestly, that sounds like a really heartwarming show, but they did the damn show dirty with the name they gave it, let's be honest, and I think everyone collectively will use the goddamn Japanese title. So we got this Mecha Mechanical Arms. I had no interest in this one initially, but I saw some people like hype it up, and I took a look at the preview. This show looks really cool visually. Now, it airs, I believe, on a Thursday, and Thursday's looking pretty packed, so it probably will get buried even if it is good, but it is something that you might want to keep your eye on, because if you watch the preview for this bad boy, it actually looks pretty damn good. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like heavy hitters coming back, and there's going to be some surprise newcomers. I think this season will definitely get more buzz than the summer did. Even though summer had a lot of really good shows, I just felt like, I don't know, every other season the anime community really hypes up a season, then they don't. So next season, so this season, fall is probably going to be talked about, winter probably not so much. It's just the way the community goes. But either way, I'm excited for the season. I'm definitely very pumped for ReZero, of course. That's the big dog for me. But Dan, it's probably going to be up there too. And I know the title is sus, but that wife coming back as the kid to help the family move on, the English title sucks, no one's gonna deny that, but the idea of, if it's truly just a story about being took away from your family too early in life and then having a chance to help them move on and grieve and process that death, that could be a really, really gut-wrenching show, and potentially something that makes me tear up like an Anohana did, but only time will tell. Let me know what you're excited for this new anime season, and what would you like to see me cover on the channel. Do let me know down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're around, of course, ring that bell, and I got those full live reactions exclusively on Patreon, where we cover everything. So even if it doesn't do well on YouTube, or hey, maybe I don't even make videos on it initially, we do it over on Patreon no matter what, so consider checking that out and supporting, because it is what keeps the channel going. So, till next time, everyone, please take care. Y'all have a good one.